Hi guys, here we are today with today's Daily Gem. It's Jeff McArthur. You're the police chief.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to know Jeff a little bit more here. Now, Jeff, being a police chief, what kind of things does that entail that you do right now?
Oh, that's a big question. It's you're managing the office and the people who work here in Sooke.
Yep.
Everything from the financial end through the operational, administrative end of running a police station, which is kind of the same even in a small place like Sooke as it is in West Shore or in Nanaimo. So kind of just overseeing the whole operation.
Okay, so you started off as an officer,
Mm-hmm.
just I imagine, and within Sooke, did you start off as an officer or somewhere else?
I started out in Vancouver.
Okay.
And from there went to Surrey and transferred from Surrey to Stewart, a little town on the Alaska border, which was a really interesting move, almost like a career change. I went from hard operational police work, chasing criminals around all day in a plainclothes section, to more of a community policing based position and dealing with wildlife and avalanches, all kinds of interesting things that were new to me up in Stewart. So I stayed there for 4 years, went to Mackenzie, north of Prince George and Williston Lake, another a little bit bigger than Stewart, but another small, fairly quiet place. And from there down to Prince George, where I was in internal affairs and a watch commander, so in charge of one of the ships in another busy place. So, and then from Prince George down to Sooke.
Down to Sooke.
That's right.
Okay. Now, so do you like the community atmosphere, or do you like kind of like the city type thing? Do you have a preference?
That's a great question, and I like both. My favorite place that I worked was in Surrey. I loved the police work there, and your policemen are just like anyone else. Like a doctor, as much as doesn't want people to get sick, that's his business.
Right.
And a police officer, if you're motivated to be a police officer, you want to be where you're going to be busy. And there was lots of great investigations, worked with a lot of terrific people, but as well, I really enjoyed Stewart. It was just such a fantastic opportunity. I even worked temporarily a few times as an Alaska State Trooper. Right on the border. So we went over to deal with things on the Alaska side on their behalf. So pretty interesting opportunity there. But I tell you, I'm probably the highlight of my career is going to be here in Sooke. I really like it here. I like the community. The work is great, and really nothing but upside moving down here.
Great. I know one of the things in the community that you do is that you get to know the community and work with the community. It sounds like everything part of the experience that you've had is sort of dates in Sooke. It's got the wildlife, the slightly larger community, but not much highway, to patrol. What kinds of things do you encounter as a police officer, just so anyone knows? Like in Sooke, does it keep you on your toes, or is there many things that...
It does. Sooke is a safe place to live.
Yeah.
But there's still enough of those things that we get called for that keep us busy and keep us interested. It's no different really than most other communities on the island. What kind of things do we get called for here? It's really a good variety for the people that get stationed here. There's helping the conservation officers out. We have smaller communities that we also patrol all the way to Port Renfrew, right? Shirley, Jordan River, East Sooke. And there's property crime that we deal with. There's drugs in Sooke, like there is everywhere,
right.
That need our attention. And a lot of times, actually, those are the things that people hear about the officers here. And what they don't hear, the other things that you're asking about, what we don't talk about, are the other things that are prevalent in any community are the sex assaults we deal with, domestic violence, dealing with addiction issues, alcoholism, just mental illness now, dealing with people who are suffering with mental illness is a a big part of our job. A lot of resources and time go into that too. So, there really is, in any community, but especially in Sooke, a good variety of things. 1 minute, one of our officers might be dealing with someone who's in a state of crisis with mental illness, and the next he might be down enforcing the Federal Fisheries Act and catching people with undersized crab. And then from there up to Port Renfrew to a traffic accident, and the variety every day is probably unparalleled. What you can assume, yeah.
Great. Yeah, that's a good variety. You got to keep. It's funny that you got to keep interested. Ideally, would like there was. It'd be nice if there was no crime, but if you were just driving around and you were kind of a figurehead for the community, just to not. But it would be nice. It's kind of an oxymoron. It'd be nice if there was no crime, but it would keep. In order to stay motivated to do things, you need to keep a variety. And thanks for sharing about yourself. If you had a piece of advice to give somebody, like a piece of wisdom, what would you like to share with everyone?
Wow, if I had a piece of wisdom for everybody. I don't know, I guess for young people it would be just to pursue their goals.
Yeah.
Obtain as much education, whether that's in a formal setting or otherwise, and talk to people like you do, and just get out there and take advantage of every opportunity possible. Stay away from drugs.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And alcohol, which actually, speaking of our business, fuels police work across the country.
I suppose it would.
It does.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my advice.
Well, thanks for educating us and helping out and getting people to learn a little bit more about what you do. If you had somebody to nominate as a daily gem, who would you like to nominate?
There's I don't know this fellow's name, but I live out in Shirley, and he every day without fail, I see him running long distance along the side of the highway, and he's an older fella, a little older than me, and he's not got your Lululemon running gear on.
Right.
He's got his jean cutoffs and an old safety vest, and sometimes what looks like an old Christmas sweater and this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm totally interested in what this guy's doing, what he's training for, if it's just health. He's trying to do a marathon, but he's going to be 60 or something. He's going huge distances, so that would be. I'm always inspired, but I haven't yet pulled over and asked him. So that's my nomination there. If you can track that guy down, maybe I can help you.
You'll give me the guy who runs near Shirley?
Yes.
Okay, we'll look him up, and hopefully we get a chance to talk to him. And also, Jeff, for being a daily gem, Dave from the Stick in the Mud is going to give you a free Vasile from the Speed Stick.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks.
You're welcome. So you are a gem.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jeff.